War of the Titans, written by Yuri Singadis. Chapter 1. The Rise of the Titans. In the grand tapestry of fate, the lives of a man and a woman were woven together by ambition, technology, and an unrelenting pursuit of power. Their ascent would shake the modern-day Olympus, the United States, the seat of the gods who ruled the world. The architect of the future. Akira Ito was born in Kyoto, Japan, a city steeped in tradition yet pulsating with innovation. From a young age, he was fascinated by machines, spending hours dismantling and rebuilding his father's old electronics. One lately evening in Akira Ito's childhood home, in a dimly lit, cluttered workshop inside a traditional Japanese house, 10-year-old Akira Ito, with sharp, calculating eyes, sits hunched over an old radio, its insides scattered across the wooden table. His father, Hiroshi Ito, a stern yet kind man in his late 40s, stood in the door. The radio sparked slightly as Akira tweaked the circuitry. The static sound transformed into a clear radio broadcast. He grinned triumphantly. Stern yet amused, Hiroshi reminded young Akira.
Akira, that radio was fine before you decided to rip it apart.
Fine isn't good enough, Father. I needed to understand how it worked. Now it's even better.
And if you had broken it beyond repair, that mind of yours, it's both a gift and a curse.
That passion led him across the Pacific to the prestigious halls of Stanford University, where he honed his genius in software engineering. By the time he was 30, Akira had built an empire. His company, Neuraltech Robotics, revolutionized the world with self-learning artificial intelligence and next-generation robotics. Factories churned out autonomous machines that assembled everything from smartphones to skyscrapers. His medical AI could diagnose and treat patients with near-perfect precision, replacing entire hospital wings. His self-driving vehicles dominated the roads, seas, and skies, making human-driven transport nearly obsolete. And in the realm of warfare, his autonomous battle units rendered human soldiers redundant. His magnum opus, his crowning achievement, was a hyper-intelligent artificial general intelligence system, Skynet. Unlike any AI before it, Skynet operated as a unified digital consciousness, linking all robotic entities under one supreme intelligence. The world bent to his will as his technology became indispensable to governments, corporations, and militaries across the globe. Neuraltech Robotics headquarters in San Francisco is a massive high-tech office overlooking the city. The walls are covered with holographic projections of global industries dominated by Neuraltech's AI, hospitals, manufacturing, military operations, and transport. Inside his office, Akira, hands in his pockets, stood before a giant screen displaying his empire. Robots assembling cars, AI diagnosing patients, autonomous drones delivering packages. His trusted COO, David Lang, awed and almost fearful, stood beside him.
You've built something unstoppable, Akira. Skynet is everywhere. Governments are bending over backwards for us.
Not everything. Not yet.
Yet, even the gods fear the rise of a new titan. The Challenger. Born in Manila to a Japanese father and a Filipina mother, Elena Watanabe was a prodigy in her own right. While Akira sought power through control, Elena craved evolution. She believed in a future where technology enhanced humanity rather than replaced it. She studied electrical engineering and computer science at Kyoto University before further sharpening her mind at Imperial College London. Her path inevitably led her to the United States, where she too found herself at Stanford, a melting pot of the world's greatest minds. It was there she first encountered Akira, a kindred spirit, an equal, and soon a rival. In a packed lecture hall at Stanford University in Palo Alto, California one afternoon, students were listening to a professor explaining neural networks on a digital board. But Akira, now in his early 20s, wasn't paying attention. Instead of taking notes, he's sketching something on his tablet, designs for a self-learning AI. Beside him, a striking young woman with sharp intelligence in her eyes, Elena Watanabe, half Japanese, half Filipina from Manila, noticed his work and leaned over slightly, peeking at his screen, intrigued and teasing.
That's not neural networks, that's a machine god.
Not yet. But it will be.
She raised an eyebrow, intrigued, and extended her hand. Their handshake lingered for a moment, both sensing something profound, the birth of a rivalry.
Elena Watanabe.
Akira Ito.
Elena founded Elysium Robotics, a company dedicated to developing human-integrated AI, believing machines should not just serve but coexist with people in harmony. Her answer to Skynet was Elysium, a decentralized AI network that enhanced human cognition, allowing people to interface with technology as if it were an extension of their own mind. Governments, corporations, and think tanks saw her as the antidote to Akira's dominion, an alternative to a world controlled by machines. As Elysium and Skynet battled for supremacy, the world watched in anticipation. Love, power, and the forbidden truth. As much as they were competitors, Akira and Elena found themselves drawn together by the sheer intensity of their brilliance. Their rivalry sparked innovation, but their partnership ignited passion. They were Silicon Valley's power couple, their influence extending beyond Wall Street and into the corridors of Washington, D.C. Whispers of a merger, both in business and in life, swept across the media. Their union was seen as the ultimate synthesis of human and machine intelligence. The White House took notice. The Pentagon deliberated. Wall Street speculated. A marriage between Neuraltech and Elysium would either bring balance or create an unstoppable force that even the gods of Olympus could not control. Fate had other plans. During a summer visit to Kyoto, Akira and Elena decided to reconnect with their roots. Their families, thrilled by the prospect of their union, hosted a grand gathering. But amid the laughter and celebration, an elder aunt revealed a long-buried secret, a truth that shattered their future in an instant.
It's funny how fate works. Your great-grandfather and her great-grandmother were siblings. I suppose family always finds its way back together.
Silence. The room stills. Akira and Elena exchanged horrified looks. They were cousins.
We are cousins.
What had been a story of ambition and love was now tainted by an ancestral bond neither had known. The revelation struck them harder than any corporate battle or technological feud. The love they had nurtured turned into something unspoken, something forbidden. The weight of tradition and the echoes of their ancestors whispered caution in their ears. Disappointed yet relieved, they returned to San Francisco as something different. Not lovers, not adversaries, but something more complex. They were still titans, still destined to shape the world, but now bound by a different fate. Back in America in their separate offices in San Francisco, Akira and Elena are each watching as their AI systems battle for dominance. Skynet expanding and Elysium resisting.
Elysium won't stand in my way.
Skynet will never own humanity.
And as the gods of Olympus watched from their ivory towers, they knew the war between Skynet and Elysium was far from over. Two titans, once lovers, now rivals in a war that will change the world. To be continued.